What's up, everybody? It's your boy Doc T, and you are on the Modern Dissertation. So I got a couple of clips I want you to take a look at. Both of them center around relationships. Both of them center around divorce. I think that in the clips you will find a unique approach. One deals with children and what they go through during the war that is divorce, and some of the feelings and denial and accountability that goes along with a divorce. I think a lot of times we forget that when a husband and a wife go through a divorce, that the children are going through a divorce also, and they're suffering as well. And then the other clip that you'll watch deals with I guess you'd say accountability and not playing the blame game. So without further ado, here you go. Check it out.
I recently had a conversation with a good friend of mine the female, and she's fresh out of a divorce. I mean, like fresh out of a divorce. And she's having some problems with her daughter. Her daughter's expressing some anger issues, and fighting with her brother, angry at school, just angry in general. And so finally one day she sits her daughter down and she says, "Why are you so angry? What are you angry about?" And her daughter says, "I'm angry about the divorce. I prayed to God that he would fix you and Daddy and that you two would get back together. And God didn't do what I wanted him to do. It didn't work out the way I thought it would." And she tells her daughter, she says, "You don't have a right to be angry." And when I heard that, something pricked me in my soul. I said, how can you tell her she doesn't have a right to be angry? I said, she very much has a right to be angry. She pretty much had a divorce just as much as you and your significant other had a divorce. She basically trusted in a system that has failed her. She very much has a right to be angry. And I said, by you telling her that, you basically just invalidated her feelings. And if you continue on that course of action, she may not ever want to talk to you or disclose anything to you again. So that's pretty much the scenario. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know, was I wrong in my counsel? Was I wrong in my advice? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And with that, I'm out.
I want to talk real quickly about the subject of divorce because I think it'll help somebody. So for those of you who don't know, once upon a time I was married for 12 years. And at the 10-year mark, me and my ex-wife, we got separated. And then at the 12-year mark, I was sitting on a dusty bunk in Arajan, Kuwait, and I was on the phone with a lawyer and a judge. And he says, "I hereby declare you divorced." And so I went through 3 phases that I want to highlight. The first phase was denial. No, this ain't happened to me. I'm going to wake up and this will all be fixed and everything will be back to normal. The second phase was I began to deflect. Everything was her fault. Nothing was my fault. And I began to surround myself with people who co-signed and didn't tell me the truth about my bad proclivities. And then the third phase was guilt, shame, and condemnation. Because I experienced something bad and I might have done some not good things in my marriage, I'm a bad person. No, none of those are any good, and they won't do you any good, and they won't help you heal. So, and then the final phase was the phase of healing. I had to do a lot of self-reflection. I had to do a lot of introspection, look into myself, and I had to get some therapy. I had to go talk with somebody and let them know how I was feeling. It's one thing to acknowledge truth on the inside. It's a whole nother thing to acknowledge truth on the outside and say it out loud. This is how I'm feeling. This is how I felt when that happened. It hurt my feelings. I felt depressed. I felt anxious. Those are the type of things that you have to say out loud and admit the truth out loud. That's the only way you're going to get your healing. So with that, I'm out. God bless you. So again, one deals with what children go through and the grief process. I heard someone say that grief is the feelings and the thoughts that occur inwardly when someone experiences a loss. So what that means is it could be a loss of anything. It could be a loss of a job, a loss of a loved one, and a death. It could be the loss of a relationship, like a divorce. It could be the loss of self-image and self-esteem. That is also a loss. So a lot of times people are grieving. They're grieving because the person who they thought they were, they're not that. And so this loss kind of revealed who they actually were. A lot of times we don't know how we're going to respond to something until we go through it. A lot of times we think we're okay, we think we're good, but then when that actual experience comes along, we're like, man, I'm not what I thought I was. I'm not who I thought I was. And that can also occur in children. We have to remember that the children going through something as well when there's a loss. And we have to remember to be accountable not play the blame game, not point fingers, because that doesn't help anybody. That doesn't help you. It doesn't help you heal. And, the other person's going on with their life and you're still stuck in a place of grief and mourning. Mourning is grief going public, according to author Alan Wolfelt. Shout out to him. So you guys let me know what you think. Again, this is going a little bit deeper. I'm going to do an interview in my next video of someone who's just recently experienced divorce. I hope you all get something out of it. But again, just to end this video, in conclusion, I'm Doc T. It's your boy. Like, comment, subscribe, hate, do all that stuff. Invite somebody to the channel. I'm out. God bless you.